All right, so this is another one where coach is just going to go like rapid fire. He's not going to really know what's coming up. He's just going to react, right? So we've got Nintendo predicted this in 1987. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson with Tyson's punch out, right? It actually is pretty on point. Not going to lie. Okay, so just saying, check this out. Punch out character, great tiger. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we like this a whole lot. Get ready. You ready for this, Trevor? Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was rebranded to simply Punch-Out and re-released in the US and Europe in 1990 and 1991 respectively. When Nintendo's license had expired with Mike Tyson, his likeness was replaced by a fictional character named Mr. Dream. Now, who is Mr. Dream? His visual likeness and undefeated record are based on none other than Rocky Marciano. Yes, indeed. So they couldn't get the likeness for Tyson, so they got Rocky Marciano. Like somehow that was cheap. All right, whatever. Okay, so we'll just pretend like that somehow made sense and like that wasn't just, truth in plain sight rubbing in your face. Check it out. Great tiger. There's him. Now, I am very interested in trying to further analyze, who these opponents may be. This reminds me of the heavier, like recent heavyweight champion. I think his name was Andy something. I can't remember his name. But like I could totally see them matching up, like that big fat guy. And then this is the one that reminds me of Tyson Fury, Soda Popimski. He seems like the Gypsy King right there. So I'm curious, maybe Tyson has an even bigger reign than what we're thinking. Like I could see like maybe it's a big build up to fucking Tyson Fury. Like he's got a whole bunch of dudes he's got to knock out. Right. So just curious. I'd like to be on the lookout for boxers named Tiger. Now Tyson the Tiger. Alrighty. So more Tyson and Tiger. So they named a tiger after Tyson from the movie Hangover. What do you know? Found abandoned. So sad. Couple weeks ago marked the 25th anniversary of this unbelievable, and it truly is, game-winning Hail Mary to seal the first win after our return in 99. So Brown's first win back as a franchise is a miraculous Hail Mary, and it's one of those where it hits the defender, and I mean square in the hands. You've never seen one where dude should have easily just smacked the shit out, caught it. There's nobody really even like that close to him. He could have just let the other guy smack it away that's like trying to take it out of his hands. He decides to pop it up, of course, so the Browns could come away with it and score their miraculous fucking touchdown. And guess who the Saints are playing this week? It's the Browns. Oh, man. So that's what we're looking for. Nice, miraculous Bailey Zappi Hail Mary would be really nice. Okay, that was just weak. I don't know why I screenshot that one. Superstar J.J. Watt is coming to Buffalo. So this got me thinking, like those clickbaity seeming articles where you click on it, it's like, oh, that's not what I wanted it to say. Maybe it really is saying what you wanted it to say in the bullshit article is just there to throw you off. Like, we told you, you just didn't believe because the article sucked, right? The headline told you exactly what was going on. And like how many people here it's like, oh, they just read headlines or whatever. Yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, you should trust headlines more than you trust the bullshit that they try to explain away in the article. So, and my take on that is J.J. Watt is getting traded or going to be a free agent and go to Buffalo, New York. I don't know what his contract is, but he's ending up there. Barry Sanders sends message of urgency to Lions over Super Bowl champions. So Barry Sanders basically saying y'all need to win it right here, right now. You got to love it. Their second best odds. We got Sylvester Stallone, Rocky himself shaking hands with Trump. Look at this freak, yo. What is that thing? That's one thing that really tips me off is when there's like an unnatural, like forced, strained smile. Like, does it hurt you to smile? If it looks like you're in pain when you're smiling, there's something very wrong. Very wrong. I have a very natural, friendly smile. It does not look like that. Okay, so let's see here. Boy, there's a lot to unpack here. So I'm just going to read it, and then we'll try to unpack it. I think most of it's just going to hit. I don't think I got to really explain this. There is a silent war happening between psychopaths and schizophrenics. We know that the population numbers are very small for both groups. However, one group is more likely to become CEOs, psychopaths, and the other is more likely to become homeless, schizos. This is because schizos are good at pattern recognition and can notice the psychos. Normies are incapable of seeing psychopaths in front of them, and psychos relish and dominate because of this. Schizos are able to know them on an instinctual level and suss them out in ways that normies never could. Thus, there is a constant demoralization campaign against schizos from the tyrant psychos who seek to use the population against their greatest natural enemy. So you heard it right there, folks. They're calling it right here for us. Like, I'm not saying I'm claiming schizos, but I'm saying Coach is aware enough that that's how he will be dismissed and belittled and marginalized, right? Like, I'm just some paranoid, out of my mind, right? Like this is what's so funny to me. Like, they'll get their little geniuses, right? And then, like, all the things. Oh, well, you can do so many brilliant things. Like Steve Nash, like John Nash. John Nash taught me how to play poker, right? Like, you think this guy was somehow like stupid or crazy or something? So it's like they're so good at making patterns and creating patterns and finding patterns that they can completely revolutionize all of games, like just game theory in general, every like the way war is waged, everything about it. They completely change the standard and just like blow everybody's analytics out of the water. Like, you need to think about this entirely differently. They can be so good at pattern recognition that wars can entirely be changed the way they're fought. But once they get later in life and their skills get even better, they somehow start to just get crazy and delusional. And when they start talking about angels or demons or anything religious or anything like that, and you don't instantly understand it, they're crazy schizos, because that's what the AI bullshit fucking government tells you to fucking think, because it's their greatest natural enemy. Holy shit. Like, there ain't, like, no, I am not schizophrenic. Like, yeah, I've admitted there's something off. It ain't that. It definitely ain't that. It's OCD or something. Like, literally just have some sort of disorder that makes you have to focus a little bit more on things that everybody else says isn't important, and somehow you'll have like superpowers, right? Like, oh my God, like all I had to do was like read the same thing like a few more times because like my brain like just couldn't get past it because it was so weird, and like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Somehow that makes me crazy. All right, so just throwing that out there. You know what it is, but fight the good fight. You know what, like, Coach don't like Vegas, all that sort of stuff, but it's these fuckers. It's these fuckers, right? We're going after. And this ain't standing. That ain't normal. That ain't a human. That ain't me. They can't go eat a baby or something and say they're the same as me. We know better.
Crazy.
What's crazy about standing toe to toe saying I am,
It's just ego talking. What are you trying to prove to other people, Pop?
Prove. Listen, I stopped thinking the way other people are thinking a long time ago. You gotta think like you think.